Hi, my name is Joshua Waldron.
Hi, my name is Emily Powder.
Hi, my name is Joseph Likens.
Keep watching GPS 19. You don't want to miss us.
Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, tell 'em a hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call. Call Alice when she was just small.
Good evening, and welcome to the Cutler Middle School drama production. Just a few housekeeping items. Once again, in this busy time of the year, Mark Russell and Caitlin Brown and the video crew will be videotaping this production for Channel 19. So I'd ask you to sit back, relax, enjoy this evening's performance under the co-direction of Mrs. Forbes and Mrs. Strickland. At this time, I'm going to turn the microphone over to the real announcer of tonight's program.
Cutler's Drama Club proudly presents Alice at Wonderland.
It has everything. Blazing speed, unlimited text and talk. Well, sure it has apps. What's the use of a smartphone without apps?
Oh dear, I shall be late.
Hold on a sec. Hey Rabbit, can you pipe down? I'm on the phone. Thanks.
I'm late.
Seriously, take it down a notch.
Oh dear.
Hey, are you still there? Great, now my phone's dead. Thanks a lot, Rabbit.
Oh dear.
Is there somewhere close by that I can charge this?
Oh, my ears and whiskers, how late it's getting.
Do you know a cafe maybe, somewhere I can plug this in? What's your rush, Rabbit? Lost in the woods. No phone. No GPS. This must be how the pioneers felt. And now, just fabulous. Looks like rain. Oh, an ugly storm.
Ugly? Excuse us? Storm?
Hey, Rabbit, I'm talking to you. Why don't you slow down? What's this?
What's it look like?
A rabbit hole?
Whiz kid.
A true genius.
A real Isaac Newton.
Is it safe?
Safe enough.
I should Google it.
No time.
I seem to be falling. In fact, I'm sure I'm falling. There seems to be no end. Echo!
Echo, echo, echo. Alice, 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 Alice.
I must be getting somewhere near the center. That's like 4,000 miles down.
Down, down.
I wonder if I'll fall right through the earth. Then I'd be really far from home. And I bet the reception out here is awful. Well, no power and no service. Ugh, Verizon's the worst.
When suddenly, come.
Where am I? Where have I landed? Is this New Zealand? Or Australia?
The Hall of Strange Doors.
Bless you, bless you.
Thanks. Hey, doors aren't supposed to talk.
And young girls
Aren't supposed to sneeze.
without covering their yappers.
I must have caught a cold in that awful storm. Say, I wonder where your doors might lead.
Locked.
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 If they're locked, I'm locked.
Well then, how am I supposed to get out of here?
I don't know, you're the genius.
Think of something.
I'm not smart.
What's this? Maybe this key will open one of you.
Not me.
Not I.
Not us.
No way, no how.
Well then, I'll just have to break one of you down.
Awful girl. That would hurt. How unladylike.
Off her hinges.
Which one of you shall it be?
She's best. No, he's best. I'm really much too sturdy.
She would need a battering ram to break me down. What about me?
What about you?
It's my secret that the key unlocks.
Thank heavens. That was close.
This girl's cray-cray.
Phew.
But you're such a tiny door. What secrets could you have?
Secrets on the other side.
What will I find there?
A most magnificent garden full of white roses and tiger lilies. It's called Wonderland.
What just happened?
What do you mean?
Everyone started carrying on for no reason.
I didn't notice.
You didn't notice the music and dancing?
Oh, that. By decree of the queen.
By decree of the queen.
By decree of the queen. That is, by decree of me. Whenever a particular word is mentioned, there shall be music and dancing. Anyone who fails to obey this decree fails of the utterance of the word to see the music and dance like a raving loon. It's off their head!
That's some stiff talk.
You'll be stiff if you don't obey it.
What's the word?
I'd rather not say.
But you must have just said it.
Surely observed.
Is it roses or lilies?
Apparently not.
What about white or tiger?
If it were, I'd be dancing, wouldn't I?
Well, then the word must be Wonderland.
So now you know.
One word has all that power.
Please don't say it again. My knees are killing me.
Describe what wonder that place is like.
It's a land of nonsense and make-believe. Beauty, danger, and imagination.
And a place I can charge my phone?
I think it has a Starbucks now, yes.
Perfect. But how will I get there? I'm too big to go through your door. What's this? Drink me.
Maybe poison. Could be poison. Probably poison.
If it looks like poison and smells like poison.
It isn't marked poison.
If it were marked poison, no one would drink it.
Well, that would be the point, you see.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Down the hatch!
Here goes. There now. Tastes like Skittles.
Oh, I can't bear to watch.
Relax, nothing's happening.
What do you mean nothing's happening? You're
I'm what?
vanishing.
Wasting away!
My hands, they're shrinking. And my feet, the size of dimes. And my voice, too. I sound like a Christmas elf. Oh, what a curious feeling.
This isn't pretty. Shut up like a telescope. Hardly a foot tall.
If even.
What'll I do now?
Look
shame. Once you plan ahead before shrinking.
Your fate hinges on that. I could just cry.
Now, no use for that. Something will turn up.
Like what? What's this?
A balanced meal. Ooh, I bet it's a pizza roll. Or a protein bar.
Can't knock. Good food.
It's cake. Should I eat it?
Well, that's what it says to do.
The food here is very bossy.
Don't complain. There's no children in the world.
I'll eat it. If it makes me larger, I'll be able to reach the key. If it makes me smaller, I'll be able to go into your door. Either way, I'll get into the garden.
Good plan.
She makes some
Sweetest
sense.
plan. Sounds like a plan.
Let's hope it's gluten-free. Which way? It seems I'm remaining the same size.
That's what generally happens when one eats cake.
Wait a moment. Her face. It's flattening. Her thighs are bulging.
Batten down the hinges. She's becoming huge.
Curiouser and curiouser.
My George, she's swelling.
Oh dear, I'm growing so tall. And my toes, they're moving so far from my fingers, I'll never be able to touch them again. And my voice too. I sound like my father. Oh, an awful way for a girl to go through life. 10 feet tall and the voice of a longshoreman. I'll never get into the garden now. Oh, and I can just forget about prom.
Oh, the Duchess wants you savage have kept her waiting.
You again! Hey, Robin, wait! What a weird bunny. Things are too strange here. From one moment to the next, you can never be sure.
Who you are, where you're going, how you'll get there.
Don't forget when or who you meet along the way.
How did you do that?
Do what exactly?
We're suddenly the same size. You've grown.
Or maybe you shrunk.
But you were once tiny.
And you were once a giant.
But now we're both normal.
There's no such thing as normal, my dear. Not in your world, nor in mine. It's all about where you're standing and how closely you're paying attention. The key, if you please. You may enter.
Goodbye, young lady. Thanks for not breaking us down.
Don't forget to write. Our doors will always stay open for you.
We love you. We don't love her.
We've known her for 5 minutes.
I guess our doors will stay locked.
Sorry. You always gush.
So embarrassing.
I think he's adorable. Excuse them. They haven't been opened in centuries.
Well, I guess I'm off then. To this place. What's it called? Wonderland? There'd be a garden. A garden? And a Starbucks. Explain yourself. A caterpillar. Drinking a Starbucks coffee latte? What a status update you would make. I said, explain yourself. I've been so many sizes today, I wouldn't even know where to begin. You really shouldn't drink so much coffee, you know. It soothes me. Studies show that caffeine actually causes more stress than it relieves. Are you a doctor? I read it online. Then spare me. But you're not even out of the larva stage yet. You're still a teenager, like me. Waiting to become a butterfly. Caffeine will start your growth, then I suppose I'll remain a caterpillar forever. That's too bad. Everyone should grow up at some point. And how do you plan to grow up? Into a butterfly? Well, being a girl, I'll soon grow into a woman. Does a woman have wings? No. A woman looks very much like I do, except older, you know? More mature, more wrinkles. Please stop. Darian Cutler doesn't need to know. Sorry, TMI. TMI? Too much information. Why not simply say too much information? It's an abbreviation. You've wasted my time. A caterpillar's life isn't long. Abbreviations are meant to save time. But if you have to explain them, they're more trouble than they're worth. I think we should agree to disagree. I think we should agree that I'm right and you're wrong. It's probably best that I get going. I don't like you. I don't particularly like you. You're being snippy now. Can you just point me towards the garden? If I knew where the garden was, I would have eaten it by now.
Read all about it! Hot off the presses! Queens play croquet! Queens like Cypress for Game of Croquet! Get your Daily Toad! Get your Truck Tribune! Extra, extra! Breaking news! Croquet today! In the garden! Details inside! Extra, extra!
In the garden? I'll take one of those.
On which, Kitten Face? Clearly, she wants a Trout Tribune. I think she'd prefer a Daily Toad. Would you rather have a paper that gives you the news or one that gives you warts? For the last time, frogs don't cause warts! Which will it be, sweetkins?
What's the difference between the two?
One's written by a frog, and the other's written by a fish.
Those aren't really selling points.
What are you trying to say? You being a big mouth?
Tell you what, just give me one of each.
Hey, 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 you got it. That'll be 2 flies.
2 flies?
Cost 2 flies a copy?
I don't have 2 flies. How much are yours?
2 worms, but I'll come down to a worm and a half. I'll match per price.
I'm afraid I don't have any flies or any worms.
What do you got?
I'm afraid I have nothing to offer you.
So long, Popsicle, you're out of luck. See you later, Bright Eyes.
Wait! The garden, where the Queen's croquet match is to take place. I must find it. It's one of the reasons I've come to Wonderland.
Quickest face through the woods there. It's a rich shot. But be careful. There's some strange characters in those woods.
Stranger than a frog and a fish selling newspapers?
Yep. Read all about it. Hot off the presses. Take Truck Tribune. Get your Daily Toad. Queens of play croquet.
Print is so dead. Hey, wait! Which way to the garden? Crazy rabbit!
I'm late!
That's no reason to run me over!
The queens to play croquet, queens to play croquet!
Chill, I already know. Aren't you gonna help me out?
No time.
Then at least let me follow you to the garden.
I'm terribly tardy as is, and you won't be able to keep up.
You know, you should try yoga. My mom says.
No time for yoga, Mom! I'm off to the queens croquet!
Rabbit, wait! What now? The cat?
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. What are you doing out in these woods?
I should ask you the same thing.
Oh, you can talk.
This is news to you.
Well, my cat Dinah, she can't talk.
Oh, I'll wager that she can, but chooses not to.
Oh, she tries, but every time she does, all that comes out is...
Meow.
Yes.
Oldest trick in the
book. It's not that she doesn't talk, it's that she doesn't talk to you. That's a very cruel thing to assume.
I assume nothing.
I was hoping you could tell me which way I ought to go from here.
That depends a great deal on where you're trying to get to.
At this point, I don't care much where,
Then it doesn't matter which way you go.
as long as I get somewhere.
Are you sure to do that? If only you walk enough. In that direction lives a hatter, and in that direction lives a March hare.
Over there you'll find the house of Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and along that way you'll find Humpty Dumpty sitting on his wall.
Isn't any lie? They're all mad.
But I don't want to go among mad people.
Oh, you can't help that. We're all mad. I'm mad. You're mad.
How do you know I'm mad?
You must be, or you wouldn't have come here.
Can't you be still?
Be still.
You keep coming and going, like bad Wi-Fi. It's very rude.
Do you play croquet with the Queen today?
Oh, I'd like to very much. But I wasn't invited.
Have you played before?
Never. I hardly know the game at all.
Well, you needn't an invitation, so long as you bring the proper equipment.
A ball and mallet?
A hedgehog and a flamingo.
I don't see what those have to do with croquet.
How would you know if you haven't played?
I'm getting a headache talking to you.
Is it my purr?
No, it's your grin.
Well, I'm of the opinion that Morcat should grin. We'd have a much better reputation.
I somehow doubt that.
The tea party's underway. And what if they save me a seat? No matter if they haven't, I can never stay. It's just nice to be thought of. No, I'll be on my way, and I'll be taking my grin with me.
No room.
But there's plenty of room.
Haven't noticed.
This seat will do, don't you think?
Maybe we're waiting for others.
What others?
That's for us to know and you to believe.
But I don't believe. I think you're lying. I think you don't want me here.
It's true, we don't want you here.
Well, I am here, and I'm not leaving. And I'd love some refreshments.
Have some chai tea.
I don't see any chai tea.
There isn't any.
Then it wasn't very civil of you to offer it.
It wasn't very civil of you to sit down without being invited. Good one. Zing!
Why don't we all just forget it and try to get along?
Your hair needs cutting.
What's that?
Your hair, it needs cutting. May I cut it?
Absolutely not.
Are you attached to that position?
Firmly.
Stubborn girl.
It isn't polite to name call.
What would it hurt to let him out your hair? It cheers him so.
What does he know about hair cutting?
He's a hatter. It's his job to shave heads.
Out of the question.
She won't budge.
Quite rude.
Why is a raven like a writing desk?
A riddle? I like riddles. Why?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Nor I.
It's a waste of time to ask riddles without knowing the answer.
Why must everything have an answer?
Excellent question, though I haven't an answer.
I'll Google it later.
Google it.
Google has all the answers.
Who is this Google person?
It's not a person. It's a search engine.
Well, I don't care for him or his engine.
What day of the month is it?
The 9th.
2 days wrong.
What a strange watch. It tells the day of the month, but not the hour.
Why should it? Does your watch tell the year?
No. But that's because it's the same year for such a long time.
Which is the case with mine.
You've lost me.
The dormouse is asleep again.
Of course. Well said.
What you mean to say?
I mean to say precisely what I've said.
Which is that the hour here is fixed.
The year comes and goes, but the hour is forever the same.
That's messed up.
If you knew time like we know time, it would all be clear to you.
But it's not logical.
How would you know? I dare say you've never even spoke to time.
Too busy hanging out with that Google fella.
Does he treat you well?
Shall I pour more tea on her nose?
What's that she's singing?
Twinkle, twinkle?
I know it well. I'll have you know, I once sang it before the Queen of Hearts.
You sang before the Queen?
At the Grand Ball.
It's true, he did. And 2 days later, I went mad.
Wouldn't you have to be sane to recognize madness?
Not so. I'm quite mad and quite aware of it.
Twinkle, twinkle little mat, how I wonder what you're at.
You know the song?
Something like it.
Above the world, you fly like a tea tray in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle. Well, I had hardly finished the first verse when the Queen bawled out.
He's murdering the time. Off with his head.
Murdering time? How do you murder time?
She felt my tempo was off.
I felt that he was majestic.
And ever since, time won't do a thing I ask. It's always 5 o'clock now.
Oh, I get it. It's always tea time.
We've never any time to wash the dishes.
Perpetual tea.
Because you murdered time.
I was framed.
You can't get a fair trial in Wonderland.
I'm tired of all this talk of time. Suppose we change the subject. Let's just pretend it doesn't exist. At least for the time being.
I vote that the young lady tells us a story.
I don't know one.
Then the dormouse shall.
I wasn't asleep, I heard every word. Then what have we been talking about? Beehives?
Tell us a story.
About bees. About whatever.
And be quick about it, or you'll be asleep before it's finished.
Okay then, let's see. Once upon a time, there were 3 little sisters, and they all lived at the bottom of a well.
What were their names?
Let's see. The names are Kelly, Shelley, and Janet.
Those are the names of my sisters.
She has a flair for realism.
And well, let's see. They all live at the bottom of a well.
You've said that already.
Have I? Well, their names are.
We already know their names.
I've told the story before.
Just that part.
Why do the sisters live at the bottom of a well?
Must I repeat myself?
You haven't said that part yet.
Oh.
Perhaps you should start again.
Yes, good idea.
I don't
Then
think.
you shouldn't talk. Go on, Mouse.
May I sign on the table?
Excellently told!
Bravo! Bravo!
Had me from beginning to end.
Thank you. Thank you.
But there was no beginning or end. Just gibberish.
Have the courage to applaud what you don't understand.
But there's nothing to understand.
Shows what you know.
That mouse is a poet genius.
Take some more tea.
I haven't had any yet, so I can't take any more.
You mean You can't take any less. It's very easy to take more than nothing.
Nobody asked your opinion.
Who's being snarky now?
Keep your tea. And your butter and biscuits. I've had enough of you. You two should be ashamed treating a guest in this way. Whatever happened to manners?
They must have died with the times.
I'm sick of your phrases and riddles and mind games. You two think you're so clever, but really, you're just a couple of stuck-up old creeps.
That about captures us.
Goodbye, good riddance.
If only she realized.
Realized?
We are what she dreams.
You mean to say?
We are her inventions.
So, when she wakes?
We die.
That's very sad.
Indeed.
Well, we must make the most of the moments we have.
We shall strive to do so, yes.
What time is it? Tea time.
You've begun wrong.
First thing an inventor is to say,
How do you do?
All right then. How do you do?
There. Now we're
properly afoot.
I was hoping you could tell me which way I ought to go to get out of these woods. It's getting so dark.
next. We dance.
But the sun's almost gone.
We dance now.
Isn't it unsafe?
Dancing? Nonsense.
Just follow our lead.
No, I meant.
Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush, so early in the morning. Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Here we go round the mulberry bush, so early in the morning.
Two verses are quite enough. We shouldn't overexert.
It's bad for our joints.
The flats of our feet.
I could keep going.
You don't know what's best for you.
It's fool's folly to continue.
What we need now is some water.
What we need now is an oxygen tank.
What's that strange noise?
My wheezing.
My panting.
No, it's coming from over there.
Oh, that's only the King of Hearts snoring.
Come on, let's look at him.
Isn't he a lovely sight?
I'm afraid he'll catch a cold sleeping on that damp grass. He's dreaming now. About what, I wonder?
You don't know?
No one can know what someone else is dreaming.
Why, he's dreaming about you, I'd wager.
How could you possibly know that?
Because you're here, and he left off dreaming about you. Where do you suppose you'd be?
I'd be here, same as now.
You'd be nowhere.
What do you mean?
Why, you're only sort of thinking his dream.
And if he were to wake up, you would go out, bang, like a candle.
You don't know what you're saying. If I'm only a fever's dream, what are you? I'd like to know.
Ditto. Ditto, ditto.
How shall you wake him?
And then we'd all be kaput.
You know very well you're not real.
I am real.
You won't make yourself a bit realer by crying.
I wasn't real, I would be able to cry.
Those aren't real tears. No how.
This is ridiculous. I've wasted too much time with the two of you. I better get out of these woods. Do you think it'll rain?
No, I don't. At least, not under here.
But it may rain outside. We objection.
Selfish things. Good night. What's that?
Oh dear, oh dear.
What a big black cloud that is. And I do believe it's got wings.
The Jabberwock!
The Jabberwock what?
It's coming all the time! Run! The Jabberwock is there!
The Jabberwock?
Jabberwocky.
Jabberwocky!
'Twas brilliant in the slimy toes.
The gyre and gimble in the wave, and I'll mimsy with the borogoves, and the moans right out brave.
Beware the Jabberwock, my son. The jaws that bite, the claws that catch.
Beware the jump bird and shun.
The feminist bandersnatch.
He took his vorpal sword in hand.
Long time the maxwell foe he saw it, and so rested he by the tum-tum, and stood a while in thought.
And as an elfish thought he stood, the Jabberwock with eyes of flame
Came whiffling through the tulgey wood.
And burbled as it came.
1, 2.
1, 2, and through. The vorpal blade would snicker-snack.
he left it dead, and with its head he went galumphing back.
And hast thou slain the Jabberwock?
Come to my arms, my beamish boy.
Oh, Crab just dead.
Callooh, Calais, he chortled in his joy.
'Twas brillig and the slithy toes did gyre and gimble in the wave.
On mimsy the borogoves.
In the moam rafts outgrave.
Jabberwock.
Jabberwock.
Jabberwocky.
Jabberwocky.
I heard that.
You can't deny the resemblance.
It's very provoking to be called an egg. Very.
I said you look like an egg, sir. And some eggs are very pretty, you know.
Some people have no more sense than a baby.
I didn't mean to.
Stop chattering yourself and state your name and business.
My name is Alice.
That's a stupid name. What does it mean?
Must a name mean something?
Of course it must. My name means the shape that I am. And a good handsome shape it is too. With a name like yours, you might be any shape.
Why do you sit here all alone?
Because there's nobody with me.
But that wall's pretty narrow. Don't you think you'd be safer on the ground?
What tremendously easy riddles you ask. Why, if I ever did fall off, which there's no chance of, but if I did, the king has promised me. Now the king has promised with his very own mouth to To?
Send all his horses and all his men.
How did you know that?
It's in a book.
In a book?
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty together again.
Yes, all the king's horses and all the king's men. They'd pick me up again in a minute, they would.
What a beautiful belt you've got on. Or is it a scarf?
It's the most provoking thing when a person doesn't know a scarf from a belt.
But you're such an odd shape. It could be either one.
It's a scarf, child. And a beautiful one, as you say. It was the present from the king and queen.
Was it really?
We're close. Real tight. They gave it to me. They gave it to me for an unbirthday present.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not offended.
What's an unbirthday present?
A present given to you when it isn't your birthday, of course.
I like birthday presents the most.
You don't know what you're talking about. How many days are there in a year?
365.
And how many birthdays do you have?
1.
Thus, there are 364 days you might get unbirthday presents.
Right.
And only 1 for birthday presents. Now there's glory for you.
I don't know what you mean by glory.
Of course you don't until I tell you. What I meant was, there's a nice knockdown argument for you.
But that's not what glory means.
When I use a word, it means what I choose it to mean. Neither more nor less.
You decide.
One must master one's words or else they will master you. They've a temper, some of them, particularly verbs. They're the proudest. Adjectives you can do anything with, but not verbs. However, I menace the whole lot of them. Impenetrability, that's what I say.
What's impenetrability mean?
Impenetrability is when you've had enough of a subject, and it will be just as well if you mention what you're going to do next. As I suppose you don't mean to stop here all the rest of your life.
That's a lot to make a word mean.
When I make a word do a lot of work, I pay it extra.
You pay your words?
A fair wage, but you should see them on payday, an excitable bunch. I know all words, and thusly I can explain all poems ever invented. And a good some that haven't been invented yet.
It's impossible to know all words.
Many are good friends of mine, or at least acquaintances.
I bet I could stump you.
Do you dare challenge me?
I bet I can find a word online that you don't know.
Online?
Oh, but wait, my phone's dead.
Phone?
My smartphone.
Smartphone? Well, what's so smart about it?
Well, if it were charged, I could access the internet.
Internet?
Yeah, you know, the internet.
I dare say you've indeed stumped me. I see you have your own army of words.
But I haven't even...
Please, don't boast. You've played your words, you're strange. Strange words. Very well now. Goodbye.
Goodbye?
Are we not done here?
I was hoping you could point me...
I cannot.
But I haven't finished.
I do not point. It's rude to point.
Okay. Well, I was hoping you could...
I cannot and will not. Now it's time for you and your bizarre words to be going.
You say so.
Till we meet again. I shouldn't know you if we did meet. You're so exactly like other people.
You mean my face?
That's the primary complaint. You see, your face is the same as everybody else has. 2 eyes, nose in the center, mouth underneath. Ho-hum. Now if you had 2 eyes on the same side of your nose, or the mouth on top, then perhaps, possibly, I'd remember you.
It wouldn't look very nice.
That's not the point. You see, that's the problem. What was that? Did you feel that?
Feel what?
Slippage.
Slippage?
Slippage. I'm slipping. I'm slipping. Call the king. I'm slipping. Ah!
Are you okay? Oh no, that's not good.
All the king's horses and all the king's men. All the king's horses and all the king's men.
All the king's horses and all the king's men. All the king's horses and all the king's men. All the king's horses and all the king's men.
I'll never find this garden.
But you've come so far.
I just want to go home.
You can't go home without finding the garden.
I'll backtrack. I'll retrace my steps.
What good will that do?
I'll leave the way I came.
Leave? When you've just arrived.
I feel like I've spent half my life in this place.
The minutes do move slower here.
All the more reason for me to be going.
You'll find the going harder than the coming.
Then won't you help me find the garden?
You're not far.
But which way?
Listen, you can hear it.
The garden?
Listen for it.
I don't hear anything.
The flowers in the garden, you can hear them.
Hear them?
Laughing.
That's ridiculous.
Perhaps you should stop saying that.
But flowers can't laugh.
You prefer your flowers to be sad?
Flowers don't have emotions.
Oh, no. You haven't spent much time in the gardens.
If my phone worked, I'd prove it to you.
Maybe it's time you put your phone away and take note of the world you live in.
It's impossible to know where you stand here with everyone spouting such nonsense.
You keep attaching these words of ridiculous nonsense to your surroundings. Consider whether these words are better suited for you.
But laughing flowers. Come on. Really?
Again, you've missed my point.
Wait, you're fading.
My grin is scheduled elsewhere.
You're disappearing.
Perhaps we'll need a croquet.
I'll ask once more. Which way's the garden?
What I've already said.
Why do you have to be so evasive and difficult?
I'm a cat.
Come back, please.
Follow the sound of the laughing flowers.
What an odd sight she was.
All puffed up.
With 9 points. And petals like stumps. What sort of flower do you think she was?
Like none I've ever seen.
Possibly she's a new one. Or a very old one.
The Cheshire Cat was right. Laughing flowers. This must be the garden.
Well, well, here comes another.
Similar in ways.
So less faded and less withered.
Am I mistaken? Or were you just talking to each other?
We can talk if there's anybody worth talking to.
And all flowers can talk?
As well as you can, and a great deal louder.
I'm Alice.
I have no recollection of a flower called Alice.
Well, I'm not.
Just the same. Her face has got some sense in it, though it's not a clever one.
Well, at least she's a good color.
I don't care about color. If only her petals were curled up a little more, she'd be all right. I've seen worse flowers.
Me too.
Well, she's no rose, that's for sure.
What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, are you implying that you're better than us?
Well, yes, I am. Isn't it generally accepted that roses are the loveliest of flowers?
You are so high and mighty.
Always going around like you don't stink.
Well, I don't. I'm a rose.
Oh, the gall. You see, this is why I can't be around you.
Because you feel inferior.
That's it. If I could get my petals at you, Rosie, you'd be in trouble. You're all talk, Lily. Shut up, Violet.
Don't tell Violet to shut up.
You shut up too, Daisy.
Oh, I hate it when you all fight over me.
Ladies, you should stop bickering.
Who are you telling us what to do?
Yeah, who are you?
If you don't hold your tongues, I'll pick you.
You're not a flower. You're an animal.
That's true, actually.
I feel nauseous.
I feel faint.
Life is cruel.
Don't worry. I won't pick you. But I do need your help. Who is it that you were describing earlier?
Earlier, I couldn't say.
Flowers have very short-term memories, you know.
You said she had 9 points.
That's not ringing any bells.
You were all having a good laugh over her.
Laughing together, us?
That seldom happens.
I think the person you may have been referring to is the Queen of Hearts. And I'm desperately trying to find her game of croquet.
Is that the queen over there? I'll hear no more on it.
Listen to reason, Dumpling.
Croquet will go on.
But there's rain coming. Look at that storm cloud there.
Woo, rain.
Everyone knows
croquet in the rain.
Rain? Did he say rain? I think he did. I think he said rain.
Rain, hooray, rain! I like rain. Open up ye heavens. Dinner time! This is wretched. Just wretched.
There will be other days for croquet.
I was partial to this one.
We could play chess instead.
I'd rather watch a bee headed.
They're not scheduled for today. You cleared your slate to play croquet.
Then we must schedule some immediately.
For what offense?
So must pay for the rain.
I don't mean to interrupt, but are you perhaps the Queen of Hearts?
No, I'm the milkman. Seriously, what does it look like, child?
I'm Alice, so please your majesty.
It doesn't.
Just the same, it's a great honor to meet you.
Curtain you dress me, girl. This isn't the rodeo.
Yes, of course. Your majesty, it is most awesome to be in your presence.
Awesome?
Really awesome.
What kind of queer tongue she has, wouldn't you say?
Borderline gibberish.
Where you come from and where you going? Look up, speak nicely, and don't twiddle with your fingers!
She hates finger twiddling.
Well, where I've been and where I'm going, it's not easy to say.
Try!
Okay. I fell down a rabbit hole and I came to some talking doors. I went through one of them and, well, I kind of lost my way.
Your way? I don't know quite what you mean by your way, because all the ways here belong to, I forget it. Who is it? Oh, yeah. Me.
Yes, without question, should have known.
There's much you should know.
Nicely put, Dumpling.
Don't call me Dumpling and Dumpling!
Okay, we can talk about this. As you wish.
Now, where was I?
Where were you when?
Before this noodle of a girl interrupted me.
Noodle?
I couldn't say.
It was something important. What was I on about?
As I recall, it had something to do with dessert recipes.
No, it was the rain. I was demanding that someone must pay for the coming rain.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Well, we had better take a shovel.
Her! She's to blame for the coming rain, the end of my croquet.
Me?
She must be punished.
Really, dear, think about this.
Guards! Guards! Where are my guards?
Did you call for your guards or for your card?
Either will do.
Why your service thing?
Off with her head.
Yes, Your Majesty.
You can't behead someone over a little rain!
I can, and I will.
I only wanted to see the garden.
And was it to your liking?
It's not worth dying over.
We all lose our heads sometimes.
King, please, you have to help me.
Really, dear, the girl's right. Little rain is no reason to behead someone.
I want heads to roll. Why won't you give me what I want?
I will, my sweet, I will. But maybe we should consider a more serious charge.
A more serious charge?
A crime more befitting the punishment.
Not rain,
Not rain.
but instead,
Instead, a crime that isn't so,
so,
extreme.
I see. Like theft.
Theft. Now you're thinking.
Is this how we always talk?
Yes. Now, can you think of a theft? A recent theft. That was so ghastly, so horrendous, that it might justify the loss of one's head?
I just remembered someone this very morning stole my tart.
Oh, the horror!
Yes, I'm quite sure my tarts were, ransacked.
Your tarts are ransacked and you're only now telling me?
I only thought of it. Remembered it.
That's not true. You just made that up.
Do you dare
suspect?
It can have only been one person.
Whom, my love, whom?
The maid of hearts!
Maid of hearts? But we shouldn't behead any of our maids. Good help is so hard to come by.
The maid of hearts is standing before us.
Whoa. You don't mean...
Alice!
Alice!
That's not possible! I've never met you till now!
Alice is a maid of hearts that stole a knight's heart.
Of course. It's all fitting together now.
Nothing's fitting together. You're all crazy!
That pretty much kinda,
Sums it up.
yeah.
I demand a trial!
Very well. There will be a trial. I command it. And everyone must attend to see this fiend brought to justice. Everyone, I say. Everyone who calls her home Wonderland.
She made some tarts, all on a summer's day. The maid of hearts. She stole those tarts and took them quite away.
Has the jury reached a verdict?
We haven't started the trial yet.
Oh, yeah. First witness.
The court calls the strange doors to stand. State your names for the court.
I'm a door. I'm a door. I'm a door.
I'm a door.
I'm a tiny door.
Very well. And where did you meet this Alice?
In the Hall of Strange Doors.
And what were you doing there?
I'm a strange door.
Right. And how would you describe your relationship with this Alice?
Cordial, I suppose.
And so you like this Alice?
But I know for sure, I suppose. Except there was this one thing.
Yes.
It's too monstrous to mention.
Take your time.
I've never been so afraid.
For the sake of the court, we must know, what is the heinous thing Alice did?
Well, me and my friends, she threatened to knock us down.
She did the same to us.
She threatened to pick us from our stems. And me, she knocked me off my wall. I had a great fall.
No more questions, Your Majesty.
Witness excused.
Must we continue? Judging from the doors that seem open and shut.
A character of disrepute. Can there be any doubt? The deviousness, the haughtiness.
She took away my drinking cup.
She tried to buy my newspaper without any flies. Or words.
This trial is becoming a circus.
Sit down, young lady, or I'll hold you in contempt. Next witness.
The court calls the Mad Hatter to stand.
I beg your pardon, Your Majesty, for bringing this in. I had not quite finished my tea time when I was sent for.
Take off your hat.
It isn't mine.
Stolen?
No, Your Majesty. I keep them to sell. I'm a hatter. I have none of my own.
Is that so?
Yes, Your Majesty. A very fine one.
Have you ever seen this girl here?
Yes, I dare say I have.
And when was this?
At tea time.
You invited her for tea?
Dear me, no. Why would I do that?
Then how is it that you two, that is to say, two of you, became acquainted?
She forced her company upon me. She sat herself at our table, without entreaty, mind you, sat herself at our table and gobbled up all our crumpets.
Appalling. She did. I was there. Everyone in sight. If she'd gobble crumpets, she'd surely steal tart.
Why are you telling such lies?
And that's not the worst of it.
There's more?
She also mocked the Dormouse's story. She pestered her with questions concerning plot until she was nearly humiliated.
Her story was nonsense.
The Dormouse's story was a moving examination of life and death and everything in between. Isn't that right? Isn't that right?
I vehemently object.
You agree.
I vehemently agree.
You see?
You're all mad.
Just like the cat said.
Witness excused.
But I haven't finished questioning him.
He's eating. Time to move on. Next witness.
The court calls Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
What are they doing?
No idea.
Oh, state your names for the court.
I'm D. I'm Duck.
So you are.
Do you know this girl here?
She accosted us in the woods.
Accosted you?
In the woods, she did.
And how did she accost you?
She forced us to dance, and in doing so nearly ended us.
That's not true. You have to dance with me.
And why would we do that? Physical activity is not our strong suit. No how.
What happened next after you nearly died from dancing?
You don't want to know. You really don't.
And why is that?
You'll never see sound me again. No how.
What happened?
The black cloud came over us. Dark and thick.
A rain cloud?
The Jaguar!
A big plan to murder forever. She goes, the jackal follows. You see?
You're guilty. Guilty on all counts of stealing tarts from the Queen of Hearts.
Off with her head, I say.
Off with her head! 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 Off with her head!
Be waiting to rain.
Alice, you're gonna be late.
Alice, don't listen to your father. We're already late.
I'll be there in a minute, Mom and Dad. My phone's alarm must not have gone off. It must need to be charged.
Teenagers.
Excuses.
You'll never believe the dream I just had.
Cutler, and we are preparing for the Cutler Drama Club's 2014 production of Alice at Wonderland. Let's go backstage to meet some of the cast and crew as they get ready for their performance. What's your name?
My name's Lizzie Lewis.
Would you describe your character?
Yeah, my character is Alice, so I'm kind of like the lead. Yeah, I'm Alice.
What's your most important line or the defining moment of your character?
At the end of the play, I think when everyone's telling me to be brave. Yeah. I'm awkward.
What's your favorite part of the play?
Definitely when the white rabbit runs into me and knocks me over. That's always fun.
How would you tell younger students to prepare for being an actor?
Be prepared for a lot of lines and trying to memorize a lot of lines and trying to balance that with school because it's insane. Especially if you end up being the lead. It's crazy, but yeah. But it's awesome. So.
Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Like Alice through the looking glass, she used to know who she was. Call out my name, but I get no answer. She prayed.
What is your name?
Morgan Heller.
Would you describe your character?
She's kind of sassy and like a know-it-all. She thinks that she knows everything and she knows all the words. And
What is your most important line or the defining moment of your character?
I would probably say when she says like online, phone, she doesn't really know anything, and so she's kind of realizing, oh, maybe she doesn't know it all.
What's your favorite part of the play?
Probably when I say, the tea party. I love the tea party. All the lines and jokes in there are really funny.
Thanks for talking to us.
Smoking powder has given you the call to call Alice when she was just small. When the men on the chessboard get up and tell you where to go.
What's your name?
Nikki Baez.
Would you describe your character?
The king is kind of a cowardly man who's always giving in to his wife. When she wants something, he gives it to her. Yeah, he's just cowardly. He's scared of pretty much everything, even his own shadow.
What is your most important line or the defining moment of your character?
The most important moment as my character is just like decreeing that there'd be a trial for Alice.
What is your favorite part of the play?
My favorite part of the play is at the end of scene 13 when everybody's dancing, because I really like to dance. And, yeah.
Thanks for talking to us. What's your name?
I'm Caroline Luthi.
Would you describe your character?
I'm the White Rabbit, so I would probably describe my character as like frantic or crazy a little bit.
What's your most important line or the defining moment of your character?
I'm late, because that's what I say all the time, and I'm just always saying that, crazy, like that, so.
What is your favorite part of the play?
I think when the March Hare says, have the courage to applaud what you don't understand, because I feel like that's just bold and out there, that everyone should feel that way.
How would you tell younger students to prepare for being an actor?
To schedule school time and just be prepared for early wake-ups and late practices.
Thanks for talking to us. Hi, what's your name?
Maggie Mae Roach.
Would you describe your character?
Very sleepy.
What's your most important line or the defining moment of your character?
Well, the most defining moment is probably when I'm telling the story. It's just a big part in the play, and it like totally results in the end.
What's your favorite part of the play?
Definitely the last scene with all the dancing.
How would you tell younger students to prepare for being an actor?
Become your character. Like if your character's funny, laugh a lot, or if your character's sleepy, like fall asleep a lot.
Thanks for talking to us. What is your name?
My name's Elise Rose.
Would you describe your character?
I would say the Queen of Hearts is kind of fierce and mean. What is your most important line or the defining moment of your character?
I would say there's really no line, but whenever I'm saying like off with her head or anything, because that's just like all about the character. She wants people to be kind of decapitated.
What is your favorite part of the play?
My favorite part of the play is scene 13, where there's all this dancing and stuff. It's a lot of fun.
Thanks for talking to us. What is your name?
My name's Hunter Frank.
What is your role in producing this play?
I do props and setting everything up.
What is the hardest part for you in preparing for this show?
Well, when I actually started doing the props, I was doing everything and I was getting overwhelmed. And then we just kind of sorted everything out, and now I'm just feeling relaxed.
Why do you like working backstage?
It's just that, like when I first went to drama, I didn't want to be an actor because I know I get nervous, so I did backstage. Because I feel like I can like test out the new things that you can do. Like you can make props, so it's just kind of being creative with yourself.
What's your favorite part of the play?
The favorite part has to be the tea party, because the tea party, there's some the jokes, the marchers laugh when she laughs. It's so fake but so funny at the same time. It kind of makes me laugh a little bit.
Thanks for talking to us. What is your names?
My name's Morgan Bates, and I'm May Flax.
Would you describe your characters?
Well, I'm the lily flower, and I'm definitely sassy, and yeah. I'm the violet, and I would say that we're kind of fight like sisters when we're in the garden, so yeah.
What is your most important line or the defining moment of your character?
Well, there are a lot of lines, but I like when I yell shut up at people, because that kind of shows that I'm I'm kind of like the boss of everybody, be quiet and all that stuff. I think when we're in the trial and we say that Alice threatened to pick us from our stems, because it's kind of making her get off with her head.
What is your favorite part of the play?
I kind of like Humpty Dumpty scene, because she's very she thinks that she's better than Alice and all this stuff, and I like in the beginning when she does that. I like the scene 13 because there's just so much going on, and at the end we get to dance, so I really like that scene.
Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
What's your name?
I'm Ari Wade.
Would you describe your character?
I'm the Cherisher cat, so I'm kind of sassy and sarcastic.
What's your most important line or the defining moment of your character?
I think it's when I keep popping up behind the bushes, because I do that a lot.
What is your favorite part of the play?
When Alice starts getting really annoyed at us, I think that's just kind of funny.
Thanks for talking to us.
What's your name?
I'm Abby Hagley.
Would you describe your character?
I think the Cheshire Cat is kind of mysterious and always smiling and very happy and sassy.
What is your favorite or most important line or the defining moment of your character?
I think what defines my character is we're always kind of out there, we're kind of crazy, we're on the mad side, we're always smiling.
What is your favorite part of the play?
My favorite part of the play is when the Cheshire Cats are starting to confuse Alice and we make her run in circles like, what's happening?
Thanks for talking to us.
Silence alone is being.
What are your names?
I'm Emma.
And I'm Emily Catlett.
Would you describe your characters?
I'm Daisy, one of the flowers in the garden.
I'm the Rose, so I'm like really sassy and confident.
What is your most important line or the defining moment of your character?
I think it is when she says that, don't tell Violet to shut up.
Mine's probably just like starting the fights with all the other flowers.
What is your favorite part of the play?
My favorite part of the play is, of course, our scene, and I really like the Tweedledum and Tweedledees.
I really like the Newsies.
Thanks for talking to us. What is your name?
My name is Julia Hilal, and yeah.
Would you describe your character?
My character is really a laid-back, funny character who's always just making these jokes and snide remarks about Alice.
What is your most important line or the defining moment of your character?
Well, I really like the line when I say, have the courage to applaud what you don't understand. And I just really like that one.
What is your favorite part of the play?
I really like the Humpty Dumpty scene when Humpty Dumpty's coming in, but yeah.
Thanks for talking to us.
You're welcome.
What is your name?
Jillian.
Would you describe your character?
I would say that my character, like she's kind of like tough because like she's always fighting with the frog newsie, for competition to compete in the newspaper business.
What is your most important line or the defining moment of your character?
Probably, I don't know, maybe the part where me and the frog newsie are like battling each other to who can talk louder.
What is your favorite part of the play?
My favorite part of the play is at the end where me and a couple other people go out into the audience and dance to our closing number.
Thanks for talking to us. What's your name?
Zoe Purse.
Would you describe your character?
I am the frog newsie. I'm selling newspapers. I'm very sassy, I guess.
What is your most important line or the defining moment of your character?
Probably when we say like get your daily toad and stuff, explaining my newspaper.
What is your favorite part of the play?
My favorite part is probably like the trial because it's really funny and everyone gets to be in it together.
Thanks for talking to us.
You're welcome.
What are your names?
I'm Austin Lewick.
And I'm Lily Johnson.
Would you describe your characters?
I'm Tweedledee, so like he's like creepy and yeah.
I'm Tweedledum, and I think that I would describe our character as kind of not cowardly, but we're kind of dumb, and we maybe a little slow, and we don't really listen to other people. We go by what we think. So.
What is your most important line or the defining moment of your characters?
Probably when I say why he's only sort of a thing in his dream, because it's like Alice is like realizing she's like in a dream.
Yeah, and then I say, and if she were to wake up, you would go out like a candle, and it kind of foreshadows the play, and you kind of learn that Alice is dreaming and all this crazy stuff, and it's cool.
What is your favorite part of the play?
Probably when me and Lily are all confused on stage coming up to for the trial.
My favorite part is the tea party because I think the jokes are so funny and they're all great actors and actresses, and yeah, it's fun to watch.
Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
What are your names?
I'm Katie Franklin.
I'm Camden Mason.
Would you describe your characters?
Our characters, there are like 5 doors, so we're all friends and we all like finish each other's sentences. We're pretty sarcastic.
I'd say about the same thing. We're all like friends, and we've known each other for centuries, and we're always hanging out together.
What is your most important line or the defining moment of your characters?
Well, for my character, door number 3, my most important line is probably poison.
I'd have to say the line where I say that I'm locked, because it kind of says,
it's symbolic.
Yeah, where the scene is going and like how Alice is gonna have to be able to get through the doors to get to the garden.
What is your favorite part of the play?
My favorite part of the play is scene 13, where we all get up and dance, because I'm just in the back going like that, because I'm a giant piece of cardboard, so I'm not that mobile.
I would have to say my favorite part is when the White Rabbit is all frantic and she's just running around everywhere.
Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Brianna.
What is your role in producing this play?
I'm the curtain person.
What is the hardest part for you in producing this show?
It hurts to like pull the curtain.
Why do you like working backstage?
Because you get a better view on like the stuff that happens in the play.
What is your favorite part of the play?
When everyone dances and everything.
Thanks for talking to us. What are your names?
Joffrey Beeson.
Milan Patel.
Would you describe your characters?
Like, very loyal to the Queen and King.
Well, a little scared because the queen always demands what she wants, and she's always so loud about it. So it's kind of scary when you.
What is your most important line or the defining moment of your character?
Did you call for your guards or for your cards? I just think that, like, even though the queen calls for them, like, that they're still very loyal to the king and queen. So, yeah.
When I say all the king's horses and all the king's men, so that way, we feel very important when Humpty Dumpty is being dragged off when she's cracked.
What is your favorite part of the play?
I'd say my favorite part of the play would be the dancing scene because it's like so fun and everyone gets along. It's just.
I'd have to say Humpty Dumpty's scene because she just thinks she's better than everybody else and the cast and stuff, and it's just really funny.
Thanks for talking to us. What's your name?
I'm Casey Flax. I'm Olivia Travers.
Would you describe your characters?
I'm probably one of the smarter doers because I'm the tiny one and they all kind of look after me. So yeah. Well, I'm the door with the corny jokes, so I'm the one that everybody laughs at.
What is your most important line or the defining moment of your character?
I would definitely say during our scene because we crack a lot of really corny jokes and I think it's pretty funny. I think our most important lines are the ones that are really funny. The ones that like you're gonna stop and laugh and you're gonna actually get it.
What is your favorite part of the play?
I would say either I really like Tweedledum and Tweedledee's scene because they're just so funny. Like they're all together. They're just really cute together. Mine would have to be, I think Tweedledee and Tweedledum because they're just so funny and they like go together perfectly. They make fun.
Thanks for talking to us.
You're welcome.
What is your name?
My name is Jacob Jankowski.
Would you describe your character?
Absolutely insane. And I like it.
What is your most important line or the defining moment of your character?
The most important line is probably when I ask Alice if her hair needs cutting because that's when I show that I'm absolutely crazy and mad.
What is your favorite part of the play?
Tea time.
Thanks for talking to us.
Hey, what about the last one?
Joining me now are our teachers,
Mrs. Forbes and Mrs. Strickland.
This year's directors of the Drama Club. What's the most difficult part in organizing this year's production?
You know, we had so many students with such outstanding talent. It was having everyone participate and be able to showcase the many talents that our students had.
Yes, absolutely. Trying to include everyone because there are just so many people that came out for the play. And maybe time management was a little tricky, but I think we got the hang of it towards the end.
What has been the most satisfying part of producing this play?
Most satisfying, I think, was watching the students grow with their characters and learn a lot about theater and realizing that it's really a team effort. I know we have sports and they're very important, but this is also has that same mentality where you have to work together.
And I would say tonight, seeing it all come together and everyone was so successful that was kind of my most favorite moment was tonight, the performance.
How do you interest students to join the drama club?
How do we interest students? Oh, there's so many students that have talents that we can use. If they're not on stage, behind the scenes, if this beautiful mural, if you take a look at it, was made by one of my students in 6th grade. So we have talented artists. We have people doing lighting and sound. So besides just the acting part, there's so many different parts to drama that people can get involved in.
Yes, and there's costumes too. I think a lot of the students didn't realize that they had talent in costume making because they were asked to create their own costumes, so their own props, and they had fun doing that too.
What comments are you required to be involved with the drama club?
Well, it is a big commitment, and it requires, especially the last 2 weeks before a performance, requires a lot of time after school, and sometimes our rehearsals went till 7:30 at night. So our commitment is probably, we started in February, so March, about 4 months, and then the last 2 weeks gets very, very hectic. So it's a huge commitment.
Not only that, but a lot of these students, our lead had to learn well over 200 lines.
I think she had 342 lines.
340.
Our lead.
So that's a commitment on her part in not only keeping up with homework and friends and social activities to learn those lines. And we had a lot of very dedicated students who would practice lines during their free time after lunch and things. So they were really committed to learning their script and learning their parts.
And that dance. Many of them during C block took time out of C block to practice that dance over and over.
Why would you encourage students to join the drama club?
Well, first of all, we have a lot of fun, and it is a team. It's like another way that we come together and we make friends and we grow as a family, and then we become this team in drama, and that bond stays with us.
Yeah, just encourage them because they don't know. Sometimes you have these hidden talents that you're not aware of, and they just blossom and they come out when you do a production like this. Yeah.
Are there opportunities for parent volunteers?
Always. Anytime a parent wants to volunteer and help us with props, costumes, even we had a parent this year that made sure we had pizza for dinner when we had our late night performances. So yes, we love when parents get involved and help us out.
And one of our actors' fathers is a drama coach at a college, a local college, so he helped us in a great way to refine our directing art. So, yes.
Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley.
Getting close to showtime, and the curtain is about to open, so let's take our seats and enjoy the show.
She
Hi, my name is Joshua Waldron.
Hi, my name is Emily Powder.
Hi, my name is Joseph Likens.
Keep watching GPS 19. You don't want to miss us.
Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And if you go chasing rabbits and you know you're going to fall, tell 'em a hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call. Call Alice when she was just small.
Good evening, and welcome to Cutler Middle.